A Little Bit of Winter by Paul Stewart with pictures by Chris Riddle. I will miss you, said Rabbit. Will you miss me? No, said Hedgehog. I will miss you, said Rabbit. I know, said Hedgehog. You have just told me. You are forgetful, said Hedgehog. Forgetful? Said Rabbit. If you were not, said Hedgehog, you would remember why I will not miss you. Remind me, said Rabbit. I will be asleep, said Hedgehog. You do not miss friends when you are asleep. Hedgehog picked up a little sharp stone and walked to the tree. Rabbit ate a little green grass and then a dandelion leaf and then some clover. Hedgehog wrote a message on the bark. Dear Rabbit, please save me a little bit of winter for when I wake up. Love, Hedgehog. Rabbit, said Hedgehog, there is something I want you to do for me. It will be hard for an animal who is so full of forget, so I have written a message to remind you. I want you to save me a little bit of winter. But why? Said Rabbit. I want to know what winter feels like, said Hedgehog. Winter is hard and wide, said Rabbit. Winter is cold. But what is cold? Said Hedgehog. I am cold now. Cold and sleepy, he yawned. Rabbit prodded his friend. Ouch! He cried. Rabbit, said Hedgehog, it is time for me to find somewhere warm to spend the winter. Rabbit sucked his paw. I will miss you, he said. Winter was bad that year. Snow fell. The lake turned to ice. Rabbit was warm in his burrow, but he was also hungry. That is the trouble with winter, said Rabbit as he hopped outside. The colder it is, the more food I want. He looked around, and the colder it is, the less food I find. There was no green grass. There was no pink clover. Rabbit had to make do with brown leaves, brown bark, a brown acorn. When Rabbit saw the words on the tree, he dropped the acorn in surprise. The acorn rolled, it gathered snow. It turned into a small snowball. Rabbit read the message. Oh dear, he said, a little bit of what? The wind blew, icy cold. Rabbit looked down at the snowball and remembered. A little bit of winter, he said. Rabbit rolled the snowball over the snow. It grew bigger and bigger. Rabbit wrapped the snowball in leaves. They will keep the warm out, they will keep the cold in, said Rabbit. Then I shall store it underground. Spring came, the sun shone, the snow melted and the lake turned back to water. Hedgehog woke up. Hedgehog, said Rabbit. Rabbit, said Hedgehog. Oh, Rabbit, said Hedgehog, you have eaten winter. No, said Rabbit, I ate the bark. Winter I have saved. It is in my burrow. I shall fetch it for you. Hedgehog poked at the soft brown ball. You told me that winter was hard and white, he said, and cold. He said, just wait. said Rabbit. He pulled off the leaves one by one. Hedgehog stared at the snowball. It looked like winter. Hedgehog sniffed the snowball. It smelled like winter. Hedgehog grasped the snowball in his paws. Ouch! He cried. It bit me. That, said Rabbit, is what winter feels like. Thank you for remembering, said Hedgehog. I remembered because I missed you, said Rabbit. Did you miss me? Hedgehog sighed. Oh, Rabbit, he said.